Nobody in the American League with a better record right now than the Yankees. Rubber game in the Bronx on Sunday. Luis Gil kind of weaved in and out of trouble throughout.
Right. 8 strikeouts in 4 1/3 innings. Did have a little command issues. Walks, the bases loaded here to force in a run.
What gets Kevin Biggio to get out of a jam?
He's got really good stuff, and they're really going to need him with their injury issues.
Bottom of the 3rd inning, Tim, the Yanks answer with the equally scintillating bases-loaded walk.
Right, but a very good at-bat by Rizzo, who laid off a 3-2 pitch he could have jumped at. Instead, he gets in a run.
And then later in the inning, man, oh man, did he need that.
Stanton has more strikeouts this year than Yogi Berra had in the 1950 season, but he hit a grand slam right there, and the Yankees, who have started to score runs again, got a big blow here.
I mean, he can be Arctic cold at times and then go nuclear. The Yankees hope that's something after his game on Saturday. Top of the 6th inning, Nick Birdy on in relief. The Yankees have not gotten great relief this weekend. Missing his spot, and boy, he hits Bo Bichette.
Every time you see a guy get hit in the wrist or in the hand, you think, oh my gosh, it's broken, but let's hope he's okay. I think he is.
So a huge spot for Alejandro Kirk, and Birdy gets out of it.
Right, again, this bullpen is going to be tested with Jonathan Loaizaga out for the season. They're going to need as much help as they can get.
So the Yankees hang on to that 5-3 lead, 6-3, bottom of the 8th inning, 1 on, 1 out. Oswaldo Cabrera's hot start continues.
It's amazing, the Wizard of Oz, and if it weren't for him, the Yankees would not be in first place in this division.
With DJ LeMahieu injured, the Yankees getting it from Cabrera. They win their 3rd series in 3 tries, and there's potentially more promising news. Garrett Cole could begin throwing Monday or Tuesday, currently on the 60-day IL.
Right. If they can get him back in May, late May, that would be great, I would think.
You can get him back at all, right? With the nerve inflammation of the right elbow, the Yankee face. Rays and Rockies. A chance for Kevin Cash's team to get back to 500. Continuing to get production out of the bat of Isaac Paredes.
Right, again, this Rays lineup is really good. We all think about what great pitching they have, and they usually do. Remember how good an offensive team they were, at least at the beginning of last year.
Yeah, and the latest great pitcher potentially could be Ryan Pepio.
Yeah, he came over from the Dodgers. He's looked exceptional so far. The Rays never acquire anyone who they always get better when they come to Tampa Bay. This guy is really good already. 3
hits, a career high, 11 strikeouts in this game at Coors Field, mind you. Bottom of the 8th inning, Rockies a chance. They've got the bases loaded. Chris Bryant, 6-4-3, he goes down.
All right. Remember, the Rockies won a game earlier this week with a walk-off grand slam. Didn't get one there. Instead, they got a GIDP.
With the Hall of Famer Tim Kurkjian, Kevin Connors, D-backs and Braves. Series finale of a possible NL playoff preview. Look at that swing from Matt Olson.
That's thigh-high, middle in. He's not going to miss that. He crushes left-handers. He really crushes right-handed.
Speaking of left-handed pitching, Chris Sale in his great career had never pitched a game in Atlanta until today. What a difference maker he can be.
Right. He's got 2,200 strikeouts now. Active pitchers with that many: Verlander, Scherzer, and Kershaw. Pretty good group.
Pretty good group, to say the least. Bottom of the 4th inning, Michael Harris Jr., another one of those potentially lethal bats in that lineup.
Everyone in that lineup is potentially lethal. He hits 7th, 8th certain days, and he can rake.
People think he's an MVP candidate there at the bottom of that lineup. And then bottom of the 8th inning, Austin Riley, a 2-run jack.
This was the best offensive team in the major leagues last year. I think they're even better this year. They got a shot to score 1,000 runs. That's a lot of runs.
They are off to a great start after beating the D-backs 5-2. Just a brutal start for the Mets between weather delays and then when they actually play. Francisco Lindor in a brutal start. They need that.
Right. 1 for 31 this season coming into this game, and in the first inning, he doubles down the left field line.
Bottom of the later in the inning, that's Francisco Alvarez. Santiago Espinal, the bad throw. It's 1-0 Mets. And then in the 3rd, Sean Manaea trying to keep the Reds off the board. 5 innings, 6 Ks.
Manaea's been pretty good in his 2 Mets starts, and They need some starting pitching given injuries and everything else that they've had.
Gave up just one earned run, and again, one of the major parts of the story, 1 for 31 for Lindor to start the year. And a bit of a power stroke, first dong of the year.
Right. And again, he's a better right-handed hitter than he is a left-handed hitter. We've seen this, Kevin. Once a good hitter comes out of a slump, sometimes it stays out of a slump.
The Mets, if they're going to do anything this year, need Edwin Diaz to be the guy he was 2 years ago. Of course, the freak injury last year. He came on and he shut the door today.
And everything changes when you know he's coming in late innings. You know you're going to win the game. That's what's happened to them 2 years ago, and they didn't have him last year, and it showed.
3-1, the Mets win in Cincinnati.
Let's get to another team in the American League West, picked by many to win that division. It's the Brewers. The problem is they're dealing, the Mariners, I should say, and the problem is they're dealing with the Brewers, who are red hot. William Contreras, ding dong, pitch dead. First of the year, the Brewers got a 6-2 lead. He's at the plate again, Eduardo, in the bottom of the fourth, and this one goes off the wall in right center.
Yeah, it's what do I do with him, right? First it was a breaking pitch. Then it was a 91-mile-per-hour two-seam pitch. He hits it the other way. Great hitting ballpark, but a great job of being able to drive that ball to right field.
Yeah, he thought it was a homer. It was not a homer. He gets thrown out at second. Seen that the last couple of nights. Balls go right off the top. Not a homer. The Brewers still lead at 8-2. Contreras, wait a minute. Don't have to worry about that. 4 for 5, 2 homers, 5 RBI.
Yeah, and when you have an 0-2 count right there, right, 0 for 2, Willie Adames coming in, they need him to get started big time. Then you get Contreras doing the damage.
Brewers put up a 12 spot. Every single team in the Central, in the National League, is 500 or better.
He ran that time.
Yeah, he did.